All right. So, Meet the Mormons. Incredible. That movie was fantastic. Here are a few of the people I was able to meet.
I'm Jeff Roberts, and I'm the producer of Meet the Mormons.
My experience doing the movie was amazing.
Sneak preview tonight of Meet the Mormons. Able to go talk with some of the crew, the cast, people that real life are Mormons, and just incredible people. It was a very exciting time. I got there really early and got in line so that I could be sat in a good place, and was able to interview some people prior to the showing. So we're here at the Meet the Mormons theatrical special preview. What are your names?
I'm Bo, and this is my fiancée Danielle. This is the first movie that's actually just kind of showing everyday people as members of the church, and it's actually put out by the First Presidency.
Produced by the First Presidency.
Yeah.
Very cool. So what do you expect to see? What do you think it's going to be like?
Honestly, I'm just hoping, just everyday people and how being Mormon in this modern world, just how you interact with everybody, and just you try and be the best person you can be and change the world a little bit at a time in a positive way. So
cool. So you guys are newly engaged. Let's say the First Presidency comes to you and says, "Hey, we want you to be a part of our nationwide movie." What would you say, and what would you hope to teach the rest of those around?
I think how Mormons come from any background. He's a lot different than my background, and yet it's a great religion that teaches you so much truth that anyone can benefit from.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys.
of course.
We will tell our friends. What do you want us to say?
How are you ladies doing today?
We are great.
Awesome. So I see your shirt says Meet the Mormons.
Yeah.
What is this all about?
There's a movie that has come out from our church called Meet the Mormons.
Yeah?
Well, this is a preview. It's coming out on October 10.
Cool. So a quick synopsis of what you're going to see when you view Meet the Mormons, who the movie is directed towards, and who it will benefit. You start off in the movie in New York City. You're taken down Times Square and shown a few video clips of Mormonism from pop culture and how different people have interpreted Mormons in the past, 30 years. You even get a South Park and a Simpsons clip in there as well. It's really funny and a good time. This movie is not what you're expecting, I would say. It's a documentary. It films their lives. It's not just about church. It's not like you're going to a church film. This is literally about their lives, people's lives who happen to be Mormon. Basically a glorified I'm a Mormon campaign. These people, they're 6, we'll call it 7, 10 people that are Mormon, and they have some extraordinary, incredible events that happen in their lives, or opportunities that they're able to take part in. The first, you meet a bishop from Atlanta, and he is a social worker, or a counselor rather, and he's able to talk to more than 200 youth and help them to graduate and tell them what they need to do to graduate and similar. And it goes on just to his life, his work, his family, and how they interact together, and how really the gospel has brought them together. You move on to a football coach, a head football coach. I'll leave who it is as a surprise, but really how God in general has directed him in his life and his career and with his family, and keeping that a top priority, and really helps us to realize what our priorities should be in life, and where God can lead us and direct us in very different paths that we might not have understood or known where and why He's directing us there. Moves on. We have a pilot in this video. This pilot has a very big story to tell. He's quite influential through world history, I would say. Someone you've probably heard of if you've studied any of the world wars, and it's a pretty remarkable story. Just preceding that one, there was a story of a fighter and how roles of men and women are portrayed in the church are not always what you're going to get when you really follow everyone around in the church. You're going to find some different roles and different things that make people happy. We follow around a gentleman who does a lot of social work as well in Nepal, who got his education and was directed to God and brings back the knowledge and expertise to really help these third world impoverished cities, that little towns. They can really be helped with running water and schools and similar things, and his story and how that came about. And it's just a really fantastic show. We come back to Salt Lake City, and there's a mom who has an incredible story of how she found the faith and how she was able to overcome her own distaste for God and for life in general, and then shows her boy and where he goes on his mission, and really gives a feel for that, that lead up, that, okay, people, they see these missionaries riding around on bicycles and they're like, oh, well, just another Mormon, what is this guy, I don't want to talk to him. But I really feel that when they see the lead up and the emotion and the joy of being called to an area, that it will definitely help them to see missionaries in a different light. There's a few other stories that are intermingled all throughout, and some key ones that I've left out, that I want you to go see the film, that you can really experience yourself. I really feel that this film isn't just directed to the hardcore Mormon demographic. Obviously, it's directed to everyone, but everyone's going to take a little bit different from it. I would definitely recommend, whether you're Mormon or not Mormon, to go in with a blank slate. Go in not knowing anything about this group of people and take from it what you will. I believe that was a pretty strong message from our star from New York. She basically said, you know what? Make your own opinion. You're going to hear the tabloids, you're going to hear what South Park and other media have to say about Mormons. But really, what you need to do is see what our members are doing and make your own opinion. I am very confident that any branch or ward you go into around the whole world, you will find similar people to these men and women in these videos. Obviously, these ones were some extraordinary circumstances in some case. But nevertheless, you're going to find extraordinary people in every ward and branch that are doing the extra mile. They're going out of their way to help others, to spread love, to spread joy, to spread the gospel of Jesus Christ. And you will find that while these stories may be a little unique and a little special, you will find that their motivation for doing so, which is the love of God, is a common theme around why Mormons do what they do. They don't do it for their own self-aggrandizement. They do it because they love God. I really feel that the people that may have fallen away from church could benefit from this movie. Not just, like, oh, it's going to bring you back to church, but it can help instill some of those things that you might have forgotten, some of those teachings, some of those core principles that you grew up with, and can really bring those back to light and help you realize that, not everyone is perfect. even these people that are headlining for the church right now in this video aren't perfect. They've made mistakes. They continue to make mistakes. They have quotes reminding them of how to be better, how to be more Christ-like around them, and it's something that we can exemplify. For the hardcore, diehard Mormon, it can help you realize that not everyone's a cookie-cutter Mormon. Not everyone falls into the mold that you want, and there's going to be a lot of Mormons, a lot of interesting people from all different walks of life that can really add value and substance to the culture, which is Mormonism. And as we don't ostracize them and just love them and bring them in, they will bring us a lot of joy. I think of members in different wards that I've served in, and just seeing how, they haven't been out in 6 months and they're here today, and what a joy that is, and how happy that makes us. And that's how we should always respond. And to the curious person on the side of the street that saw this I'm a Mormon campaign or this Meet the Mormons video, and they found this YouTube video, go see the movie. Bring a friend. Call your Mormon friend that you grew up with in high school or that you work with and say, I really want to go see this movie. Will you go see it with me? Bring them along with you, and if you have questions, ask them. Better yet, if you have questions, ask the missionaries. It's what they've been called to do. They're set apart. They have that name badge of Jesus Christ on there in big bold letters because He has literally sent them out to teach and to guide people with their questions. Doesn't mean you have to become a Mormon. People have questions, and that is also another key thing that's pointed out, is not everyone is going to be a Mormon, nor do we expect everyone to convert. We allow all men everywhere the same privilege to worship God, how, where, what they may. We invite you to listen to our message, just as we invite you to share yours. So, overridingly, one of the bishops, his sister was a Baptist, and they don't have any contention, they don't have any heartache, they just share love. And I really feel that that's what we need, is the more we understand one another, the more we experience each other's cultures and value systems, that we can really love each other. And that's what it's all about. Remember, you won't love it unless you live it.